graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic night. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, but we're also going to be doing some Sunday Night Baseball this year, which I'm really excited about because we want to get more people. We want to get more baseball fans involved, and you know, for those people that tune into the Phillies games, they're like, well, you know, you don't call things for my team, so you know, I wish I could tune into some more games that you do, but you don't cover my team. Well, I'm going to be able to cover your team a little bit more, and that's going to be kind of nice. So, you know, yeah. So, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on those notification bell icons. Pedro, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. For those of you that are coming over here from CeeLo's stream, welcome aboard. Thanks so much for coming on over here. Again, shout out to CeeLo. I know that he's not covering the Braves tonight, and he usually does. Dixon, I also think, is covering the Atlanta Hawks game tonight because they play, so he's not able to do this Sunday Night Baseball game. So, again, appreciate you all so much for rocking with me. Let's get into the starting lineups for tonight's game. So, first and foremost, actually, before we do that, the Padres have won the first 3 games of this series. They have a very, very good team. Both of these teams have a very, very good teams, but the Braves are pretty banged up. You know, playing without Acuna and, you know, Strider still not back yet. So, and I know that he looked good in spring training, but really they're just banged up. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. A.J. Smith-Shawver is going to be on the hill for the Atlanta Braves. And I think that he is a guy who's young, who's 22 years old, and he has a lot of upside to him. He does. He's 6 feet 3 inches tall. Last year when he did pitch, he ended up only pitching in one game. He only started in one game and had 4 strikeouts, 2 walks allowed. But in the 2023 season, he did pitch in 6 games. And started in 5 and had 25 1/3 of an inning under his belt, and along with 20 strikeouts. So hopefully he goes out there today and he has a good outing. Again, still very, very young and a guy who does have upside for sure. And the guy that he's facing is, well, a former Philadelphia Philly, and that's Nick Pivetta. Was previously on the Boston Red Sox, and so he will be making his San Diego Padres debut today. And the Braves hitters have overall had a lot of success against him. Last time he did pitch, though, against the Braves, he did go 7 innings, and he allowed just 1 hit and got the Red Sox a 9-0 victory, and also had 9 strikeouts, 2 walks allowed on just a total of 91 pitches. So the Padres offense definitely has a lot of firepower, and obviously the Braves have a lot of firepower too. But you talk about the injury bug that's really been bugging. That's really been sort of an annoyance for the Atlanta Braves with Acuna. And you take a look at last year. I mean, there were so many guys that just got hurt left and right. You had to get Whit Merrifield on the team just to be able to fill in some roster spots. And they had that next man up mentality. But this year they're off to the same sort of start. The Padres, on the other hand, though, they have looked very, very good in this series. Jake Cronenworth hit a monstrous homer that was in the first game of this series, and he has looked very, very good at the plate. Also have just a lot of firepower with Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts, and of course Jackson Merrill, who has been unbelievable and I think is probably going to win a Gold Glove someday and possibly even a batting title, personally. What are your final score predictions, though? Let us know down below in the description area. I would really appreciate that. And again, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Georgia says, I love that intro video. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're the only one. They're the only person streaming this game that I know of. I got you, man. No worries. Not entirely happy with AJ getting the 5th spot in the rotation, says Georgia. Yeah, I'm curious to see how he does tonight. You know, I think it'll be, if he can go 5 innings today and only give up 2 earned runs, I think that's a good day for him, especially against a team that has really just psychologically owned the Atlanta Braves and that has beaten them in different aspects throughout this 4-game set so far. MLB, let's be real, they did not start the Braves off on the right foot here with these late games and them going out there on the West Coast to play the Padres, the Dodgers, and then they have to play the Marlins and then the Phillies. So, I mean, the Marlins aren't as competitive in the NL East, but I'm just saying that that's a very hard start for the Atlanta Braves. So, I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but again, if Shawver goes 5 or 6 innings today and only gives up 2 earned runs, I think that that's a good day because of the circumstances again. This San Diego Padres team, though, they seem to, be a team that really is going to rival the LA Dodgers in that NL West. Not telling you that they're better than the Dodgers, but they did go out this offseason and they did make some nice big-time moves. They still have Dylan Cease. Don't know what's going to happen to him by the trade deadline because his contract is going to be up by the end of the season. So you'll be curious to see if they decide to just let it ride out for the rest of the season and see what ends up happening there. But they're probably not going to have the money to pay him moving forward that he's going to want. So it's just something to sort of keep your eye on. Elias Diaz, make sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly, a guy that came over from the Rockies that has had a lot of success over there and has looked pretty good so far. That was a good move that they made during the offseason. They're also able to keep a rise. Yuli Gurriel coming off their bench. He had a big RBI base hit. I think it was in last night's game. And this guy is now 40 years old, and yet he's still producing, even as a veteran that just is coming off of their bench. They have Jason Hayward, Brandon Lockridge as another center fielder who's 28 years old now from Pensacola, Florida. They have a lot of depth. They're a team that I think is sort of a dark horse that can sort of compete with the LA Dodgers, along with the Atlanta Braves too. But I'm just saying that this has really been an interesting series so far. And they have a lot of potential for sure this season. All right, let's get into the starting lineups for tonight's game. We need 9 more subscribers in order for us to get to 5,100. Let's go. Playing at Petco Park out in San Diego, California. It is 63 degrees, partly cloudy, a 40% chance of precipitation according to the weather alert. And winds are blowing northwest at 10 miles per hour. So we are ready to rock and roll and get things started. The only other baseball game on right now is the Angels-White Sox game. It is 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. That game was in a rain delay for a while, and the White Sox had a runner on over at second base, I think. So, and then you also, you had the Cubs and Diamondbacks game too. That's 10-6. Maybe that was the game that was in the rain delay. Cubs are in the top of the 9th. And so the Braves and the Padres about ready to get started. Profar will be leading things off for the Atlanta Braves. That was a big offseason move that they ended up making. He's playing out in left field. Austin Riley's over at third base. He's batting second. Then it's Matt Olson over at first base. He'll be batting third. Marcelo Zuna is in the cleanup spot. Call him the Bear. Big Bear. And then it's Ozzy Albies playing over at second base. He'll be batting fifth. Michael Harris II takes center field today. He'll be batting sixth. Orlando Arcia is over at shortstop. He'll be batting seventh. Jared Kelenic is playing out in right field, and he will be batting eighth. And then it's Chadwick Tromp, who is catching behind the plate, and he will be hitting ninth. So again, for the Braves, it's Profar, Riley, Olson, Ozuna, Albies, Harris, Arcia, Kelenic, and Trump. And they're going to have to face Nick Pivetta, as we just mentioned before. Pivetta had a 6-12 record last year, along with a 4.14 earned run average. He's now 32 years old. He's from Victoria, British Columbia, and had a 1.13 WHIP last year as well. Main things for the Braves today are just to try to take pitches and put up some really good at-bats and make Pivetta work. And on the other hand, for the San Diego Padres, one of the big keys for them today, when you think about it, A.J. Smith-Shawver can be a little bit all over the place at times, so they have to have that same mindset. When he's going with the slider or going with the off-speed pitches, sometimes you're just going to have to lay them off, and you're going to have to put pressure on him. Pivetta did have a 29% strikeout rate last year. The MLB average was at 23%. And so we are ready to rock and roll, and baseball is going to get started. Money Mike. Money Michael Harris. Yep, Money Mike. Yes. Let's go. 5 straight games. They didn't play 5 games, did they? This is 4. They played 3 straight games, so this is the 4th one. It's pretty sunny out over at home plate. There are some shadows, though, in between the mound and the plate. So shadows are going to be a factor today, it seems like, especially early on. So here we go. First pitch from Pivetta, and it's grounded foul. I think that the Padres are in their military uniforms today. They look really cool. They got the brown undersleeve shirts. It's like brown and yellow. They have Rowan University types of colors. Also have the yellow mustard colored catcher's gear. That's what Diaz is wearing behind the plate. The pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. It's good to have baseball back, man. It really is. 1-1, swing and a miss. Okay, is that better? Yeah, that looks better. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jurickson Profar, former San Diego Padre. They were not able to keep him. And the 1-2 delivery to Profar. There's a bouncer hit over towards shortstop. Scooped up, and the throw over to first is in time. Get you the defensive lineups in just a few moments. So, now it's Austin Riley who's coming up to bat. 1 out here in the top of the first. The pitch, that is on the outside corner. It's actually called a ball. They were showing us the home plate view. There's an American flag on the right side of the bottom of the, what do you call that? The right side of the arm on the Padres jerseys. Next pitch was taken inside for ball 1. And the 1-1, the Riley foul ball. Braves, on the other hand, are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. They have red text that says Atlanta on the front side of the jersey. Then they got their red numbers on the backside, right below their last names, which is printed out in blue text. The pitch. That's high for ball 2. 1 out, top of the first. Riley in the batter's box. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Pivetta kicks and deals the pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's 1 out. Or 2 outs now here in the top of the first. Pivetta has his first strikeout victim today, and that's Austin Riley. Looks pretty good to swing at, too. I think Riley was thinking fastball. He got out in front of it just a little bit. Here comes Matt Olson to the plate. And he takes a curveball that's way up high. And outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pivetta kicks and fires. The next curveball, that had a lot of good movement on it, and that caught the outside corner. Olson does not agree with the call. Olson last year had 29 homers and 98 RBI. His average was a little bit lower. And the next pitch is high and inside for a ball. Padres, they got Diaz behind the plate. Pivetta's on the hill. And over at second base is Cronenworth. At first, it's Arise. Third baseman is Manny Machado. And the shortstop is Xander Bogarts. The delivery from Pivetta, high again. Outfielders from left to right. Hayward's out in left field. The center fielder is Jackson Merrill. And the right fielder is Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 outs, nobody on. The 3-1 pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss. He got the green light. It was a fastball on the outside edge. And the count is now full. Three balls, 2 strikes to Matt Olson. Ozuna waits in the on-deck circle. And the payoff pitch to Olson. Fly ball, hit out over towards deep left field. It'll stay in the yard. And there to make the grab is Hayward for out number 3. And Olson just missed an opposite field home run. We head to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. And bottom of the first coming up as the Padres are coming up to bat. This is cool. I like doing this. This is different, you know? We're calling it neutral. It's nice. It's pretty cool. And I'm happy that I'm wearing my Phillies stuff because, you know, that does make me neutral. I mean, well, maybe not to Braves fans, but I'm not biased at all. CeeLo, what's going on, my friend? Looky who we have here. It's our old friend, Nick. Ay. Nick Pivetta. Yep. All right, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. And hit those notification bell icons too. And that way you'll know when we go live. For the Padres, they got Fernando Tatis Jr. batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Luis Arraez batting second. And he's playing over at first base. Tatis is in right field. Machado is over at third base. He's batting third. Jackson Merrill is in the cleanup spot, playing out in center field. And then it's Jake Cronenworth, who is at second base. Xander Bogarts is the shortstop. He'll be batting sixth. It's Gavin Sheets, who is, I believe, the DH today. And then out in left field, it's Jason Hayward, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Elias Diaz. Just catching behind the plate. Elias Diaz. Pronunciation. Elias Diaz. Yes. Elias Diaz. Elias Diaz. All right. AJ Smith shawver. Last pitched in the wild card series against the San Diego Padres. Went 1 1/3. allowed 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and the first victim is Tatis Jr. Tough out here. First pitch is down for a ball. Fernando last year batted .276 with 21 homers and just 49 RBI. And the windup and the pitch, and Shawver misses downstairs at 97 miles per hour. Padres did win last night by a score of 1-0. It was Yuli Gurriel's pinch hit RBI single that gave him a 1-0 lead in the 7th. The pitch, check swing, ground ball, past first base. Tatis Jr. rounds first. He'll go over to second base. The throw is off the line, and an awkward swing that was pulled down the first base line. And Tatis was able to hustle out of the box, and he put it in a very good spot out in right field, and he's in scoring position. Sometimes it's just about making contact with the baseball, and you do that, and good things happen to you. Check swing double. The pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. So if you're just following the app, it just says double. It was a check swing double. Arise last year batted .314, had 4 long balls, 46 RBI. And he takes the next pitch at the kneecaps. It's a changeup. And the count is 0-2. Yesterday, Arise did go 0 for 4. He lined out in 2 at-bats and then grounded out in his last 2 at-bats. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. This will be an easy play for Olson, and he'll just flip it back over to Shawver, who goes to cover the bag. Underhanded toss. There's 1 out. Tatis Jr. does go over to third, so he's now 90 feet away from scoring. And 1 away. It's awesome that you're doing this. Yeah, I think it's cool. Again, it gives us more baseball fans, and I think it's kind of nice. Trying to expand the brand. Here comes Machado and the pitch, and that's taken downstairs. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well, folks. Tell your friends and tell your family members about us. We do Sunday Night Baseball, Phillies baseball, Eagles football, and 76ers basketball. And the 1-0, and there's a high fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's carrying. It's going over the head of the right fielder. Tatis will jog on in to score. The throw is made over to second base, and Machado is standing up with an RBI double. And that makes it 1-0 San Diego. So it's an RBI double by Manny Machado as he sends it the opposite way. And he got a good pitch to hit. That thing was left out right in his wheelhouse, and he ripped it out to right. Jackson Merrill will come on up to the plate. Batting on the left side, and he lifts this one out towards deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and it's caught right at the wall by Kelenic. The throw back over to second base is not in time, but Machado actually tagged up to go over to third. What a web gem by Jared Kelenic. What a great defensive play that was. Merrill, I thought maybe he was going to get extra bases. Everybody was rising, and Kelenic able to track it down. He knew exactly where the wall was, and he slammed right on into it, right over towards that Petco sign. He's all right, and Merrill goes back to the dugout saying, darn it. What a play. Here comes Cronenworth, and he takes the first pitch low. Of course, we went 1-2-3. That was awesome. What a catch. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And that's a called strike. Makes you think about, well, what's going to happen when Acuna comes back? guy gives you a lot defensively. Cronenworth had a big home run. That was back in game 1 or game 2 of the series. He swings and misses at a changeup. Cronenworth gave the Padres the lead in the bottom of the 8th, untying the knot against Dylan Lee. He's been with the Padres for a little bit of time. 2 outs, so runner on over at third. We're in the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 San Diego, and the 1-2 is downstairs. Cronenworth rocking his neon green cleats. They look pretty cool. I want to see how they where they show that again. Yeah, they're neon green. They have like a zebra style of stripes to them. 2-2, and it was a changeup in the dirt. Good block by Chadwick Trump. And that'll make the count now full. 8 more subs, so we get to 51 hundo. 14 pitches for Shawver in this inning. And the payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Beautiful changeup thrown by Smith-Shawver. And it was a pitch that he thought, well, we're going to get in the chase after that, and he did. And so, the inning is over, but Fernando Tatis Jr. gets on with a check swing double down the first base line, and Manny Machado reeled him on in and got himself an RBI double to put the Padres up 1-0 as we go to the second. That was big. That was a heck of a catch. Go watch that highlight. All right, chat. Let us know. Who are you rooting for tonight? Braves or Padres? Give me a B or give me a P. And sorry about this. Is that better? That, I think, is better. Okay. And if somebody could let me know how the tankathon's going for the Philadelphia 76ers, I would appreciate that very, very much. Go Braves, says Alex. What's up, Alex? How are you? Ken says Braves. Lou says Padres. B for Braves, says I love offers. What's going on, my friend? It's funny how Braves fans and Phillies fans can actually get along. You know? It's cool. Yeah, JJ, this is better than the Tank Watch. Oh, for sure. But if somebody can keep me updated on it, I would appreciate it. I know that there's more buzz around this. I do want us to go raid Philly Take with RB a little bit later because my man does deserve love for what he's been able to do during this whole time. You know? I mean, it hasn't been easy for all the Sixers content creators, but I'm just saying that out of all people, he really does deserve a lot of love. Everybody does, though. Here comes Ozuna and the pitch. And there's a called strike. Ozuna, 6 career homers against Nick Pivetta. A lot of them came early on when he was a Marlin and he would face the Philadelphia Phillies. The first pitch, ground ball, hit over towards third base. And Machado has it, scoops it up, throws it on over to first, and there's one away. Surprised that he didn't just let one go by, and I guess he did look at the sweeper, but he didn't want to take that pitch. Game time is at 7:30. Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you. I forgot about that. Albies was thinking about showing bunt, but he He didn't really show bunt, but I think that he was guessing, and he just set the pitch all the way. He didn't really know what to do. He was a little bit confused. So he let one go by right down the middle. 0-1 from Pivetta is a breaking ball that bounces in the dirt. The 1-1 pitch, and it's bounced foul. Defensively today for the San Diego Padres, I talked about it before, but we'll say it again. Arises over at first. Cronenworth's at second. At third, it's Machado, and that shortstop is Xander Bogarts. 1-2 pitch upstairs. Catcher is Diaz. On the mound is Pivetta, and Hayward's out in left. Center fielder is Merrill, and the right fielder is Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch, and that is popped up out over towards right field. Tatis is under it, and will make the catch. He was going to jog on in towards home plate, and then he stopped himself for a second, then backed up about 2 steps and hauled it on in for out number 2. And now it's Michael Harris II who comes on up to the plate. And he takes a look at a fastball right on the upper third of the zone at 92 miles per hour for strike 1. Harris last year batted .264. He had 16 long balls and 48 runs batted in. And the 0-1 is lined foul and out of play. The money line right now for the Atlanta Braves is at plus 200. And it's at minus 280 for San Diego. Harris lifetime against Pivetta 0 for 10. And half of the times he has struck out. 0-2 pitch, and well, he strikes out again. And that's going to end the inning. It was a curveball that was in the dirt. And we go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 San Diego. What's up, Max? We're 8 subs away, baby. Let's go. All right, chat. So for all of you Padre fans that are out there, what do you think that their record's going to be this year? And for all of you Braves fans, what do you think that the Atlanta Braves record's going to be this year? Comment down below. And let me know if you say Atlanta or San Diego. Some of them I know. Like Braves champ, it's in your name. You don't have to specify that. You still can. Maybe you're secretly a Phillies fan, Braves champ. Just jossing with you. And Max, drop your link down below, please. Please do that. You know what to do. I don't even have to tell you. You just got to come on here, step right on in and just drop that link. Denver says 0-162. What a trash talker. What a trash talker. 21-3 Braves today. Or did you mean 121 and 31? What do you think that the final record is going to be for both the Braves and for the Padres? We've already got to 100 messages. Let's go. Oh, wow, JJ, just realized you're at 100 subs in the first 3 games of the season. Let's go. Yep. Yes, sir. It's insane. Today we didn't really get too many, but that's because they didn't really give us a lot of runs today. It was more so of a quiet outing from Philadelphia. Plus, I think that everybody was just... I think that tomorrow we're going to get a lot of buzz because it's the home opener. Tomorrow is going to suck, though, weather-wise, because they're calling for rain now. They are. But thank you, man. We're in the bottom of the second. And so, Tatis Jr., career when batting first, batting .311. He's not up to bat, though, right now. It's Xander Bogarts who stares at strike one. The windup and the pitch. Foul ball. Let's go, chat. Charge! 0-2 delivery is a changeup in the dirt. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I've had Duke winning the whole entire thing. One-two delivery. Another changeup that's in the dirt for ball 2. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by A.J. Smith-Shawver. That's the second strikeout that he's had tonight, and both on changeups. See those chairs in the chat. Back-to-back Ks for A.J. Smith-Shawver. And Gavin Sheets will step on up. The pitch. And there's a called strike. Gavin last year, 10 homers, 45 RBI, and just a .233 batting average. And he tries to take a hack at another changeup, and that is swung on and missed. First pitch was a curve. Then he went to the changeup. 0-2 delivery. A bouncer in the dirt for a ball. Gavin started off his career with the White Sox, played with them for 4 seasons. 46 homers with the White Sox, along with 175 RBI and 299 strikeouts. And the pitch, line drive, base hit into center field. It was off the end of the bat. He took advantage of a hanging breaking ball that just stayed out there and sort of poked it out to center and got on with a base hit. He's aboard at first. Thing went over the head of AJ. AJ's fastball can reach 98 miles per hour. I haven't really seen it reach that high today. This was a 95-mile-per-hour four-seamer, and Jason Hayward is up to bat. AJ, in 7 appearances versus left-handed batters, opponents are having a .843 OPS against them. Meanwhile, righties, only a .460 on-base plus slugging percentage. 0-1, swung. Yeah, swing and a miss. I was trying to say swung on and miss, but it was like swung and miss. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss again. The changeup has worked so far today for AJ. Rack 'em up, chat. That's now 3 strikeouts. He has struck out 3 out of the last 4 batters that he has faced. And Hayward went fishing. You got Auburn? Wow. Duke winning it all, too. The next pitch, another sweeper that Diaz does go after. And he's already behind in the count 0-1. They tried to appeal, and they said at first base that he did go around. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. After this, I got to step off really quickly. The ball is 2 strikes. AJ has had 7 swings and misses on the changeup today. 0-2 pitch, and he tried to get another one, but Diaz held his horses. Hit that like button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons, too, and that way you'll know when we go live. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The leg kick and the next pitch in the dirt. That's going to get away from Trump. And heading over to second base is Sheets. And so they'll be scored as a wild pitch. And the runner is now in scoring position. Nothing much that really Chadwick could do. Just couldn't get a good block on that. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1-0 Padres. Bottom of the second. 2 outs. And the next pitch is a changeup in the dirt again. Didn't have that break to it. I'm going to have to close the window because the allergies are starting to act up. The payoff pitch, high for ball 4, and that puts runners over at first and second. So Xander struck out, Sheets singled, Hayward struck out, and Diaz gets on with a walk. And the top of the order coming back up, it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Got on with a check swing double his last time up. And the first pitch, and it was outside. It was a curveball for a ball. They're showing a replay of what Fernando did in the first game of the wild card series against the Braves, and he just absolutely made the crowd explode with that home run off of AJ. 1-0 pitch is a changeup that's low and inside for ball 2. Two-0 pitch to Tatis, outside for ball 3. Tatis' stance to me is interesting. He doesn't really bend so much, and he keeps his left foot, his front foot, over towards the side when he's batting. Three-0 pitch, and that's downstairs for ball 4. AJ wanted nothing to do with him, and the bases are now loaded. And Luis Ariz is coming on up, and the pitching coach is going to go out there to have a conversation with AJ right now. Back-to-back walks allowed by Shawver. .37 total pitches. 8 straight balls thrown by A.J. Smith-Shawver. And so Ariz is ready to come on up to bat. Last season, started off 0 for 13, and he won the batting title. This season, well, similar narrative, he's 0 for 10. There's a sold-out crowd, it looks like, at Petco Park. 1-0 San Diego. Bottom of the second, they got an RBI double from Manny Machado in the last inning. AJ in a jam. First pitch to Ariz, and that misses inside, and that's now 9 straight balls. Braves fans doing the tomahawk chops in the chat. That's cool. Show it off. 1-0 pitch, and finally a strike thrown by AJ. It was a curveball that just caught the kneecaps. 7 more subs till we get to 5,100. Base is juiced, 2 outs. And the 1-1 delivery is down for ball 2. On deck is Machado. 25 total pitches in this inning for A.J. Smith shawver. The 2-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to center field. And on the run to make the catch is Harris. That was hit sharply just right at Michael. And A.J. gets out of the inning without a scratch. And we head to the top of the third. It's still 1-0 San Diego. And we'll be back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right. Again, if you are just tuning on in, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the bell icons too. All right, we got 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order for the Atlanta Braves as we start off the top of the third. I think it's a military appreciation night for the Padres. And the pitch, and there's a called strike. In their military uniforms. 0-1 pitch. That's down for a ball. The style of it's really cool. They got their brown hats on, though, with SD, the D right coinciding with the S as their logo in gray. It's not really gray. It's really more so of a white. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third, 1-0 San Diego. And the pitch, and there's a line drive, hit out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. As Tatis Jr. just lets it come on over to him. He'll scoop it up. And Orlando Arcia gets the first hit of the day for Atlanta. Raptors playing the Sixers. It's 10-8 Philadelphia. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. The throw over the second. There's one. The throw to first, and that is not in time. Kelenic hustled. There's a good stretch, too, by Arise. Cheryl says, remember me? I saw you on today. What's going on? What's up, Cheryl? How are you? What's going on, Cheryl? Go Phillies. Let's go. Thanks so much for coming on here. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Thanks for stopping by. There's one out here in the top of the third. San Diego does lead it 1-0. And the pitch. There's a ground ball hit past the mound. And it goes over to second base. The tag, the second, there's one. The throw to first in time for a 4-3 tuple play. And so we head to the bottom of the third. I'm going to take one more step off. I apologize, but be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. No balls, one strike. And there's a curveball that's taken a little bit down to Manny Machado. One ball, one strike. 1-0 San Diego. Machado did have an RBI double, and the pitch. That's taken down for a ball. Go Buckeyes, Ohio State. Wish that they would have won in the women's pitch. And there's a slider that's downstairs for ball 3. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. 3-1, ground ball hit over towards third base. Scooped up by Machado's counter partner, Austin Riley, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. And Jackson Merrill will try to get some redemption. He lined out to right his last time up, and it was an incredible catch by Jared Kelenic. The next pitch is a slider that catches the outer third of the zone. Just at the knees. Jackson last year at 24 homers and 90 RBI. The 0-1 pitch, check swing, he did not go. AJ His birthday is November 20th. Right-handed pitcher from Fort Worth, Texas. 1-1. Ground ball. Pulled over towards the right side. Second baseman Albies has it and tosses it over to first base. And out number 2 is recorded. AJ actually grew up in Colleyville, Texas. And he went to Colleyville Heritage High School, where he actually played baseball and football. Max Crosby is also from that school, and Bobby Witt Jr. as well. The pitch, and there's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch, and it's in the dirt. There's Mike Schilt, the manager for the San Diego Padres. The other one is the other pitch is going to be outside for a ball. It's Brian Snicker. I had a brain fart for a second. I don't know why I had a brain fart. 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike. AJ actually stopped pitching, listen to this, to focus more on football, and was named All-Area by the Dallas Morning News as a third baseman, batting .344 with 20 RBI. He was Colleyville's starting quarterback, and he threw for 2,616 yards and 25 touchdowns as a senior. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 3. So, I mean, that's a pretty cool story because now he's pitching at a high level. And he stopped pitching for a couple of years in high school just to focus on playing football. And then he played over at third. 3-2 pitch. Nets taken outside for ball 4. And Cronenworth gets on with a 2-out walk. He actually did commit to playing both college baseball and football at Texas Tech. Don't know what happened, though, and why he stopped. The pitch. Line drive. Base hit down the left field line by Bogarts. Cronenworth's rounding third base. He's going to come on in to score. And Xander Bogarts gets on with an RBI double to make it 2-0 San Diego. What a swing. He just drilled that thing out to left field, down that line, and got a fastball right down Broadway. Was able to lace it out to left. Good swing. Well, the 2-out walk definitely killed him. 2-0 San Diego. And Gavin Sheets, who singled his last time up, is stepping into the box. And the first pitch is a sweeper that was outside, but he swung at it. And it's an 0-1 count. Nothing in 1 is the count. The pitch, swing and a miss. His fastball today has only reached 95. Sheets now 28 years old, left-handed batter. Played for the White Sox from 2021 to last year. And the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Good eye. He was selected as a second-round draft pick and the 49th overall pick back in the 2017 MLB draft. Same draft as Brent Rooker. Pitch. Ground ball. Diving stop by the shortstop. Arcia. Throw over to first. And Sheets just beats it out. Heading over to third base is Bogarts. It was a bang-bang play all around. And let's see. You might want to look at this. Nope, he beat it out. He beat it out just by about half a step. What a play, though, by Arcia. He had to get up. First of all, he dove, got the diving stop, and then was able to get up, spin, turn, throw it over to first. It was just a little bit late. Here comes Hayward, the former Brave, and the pitch. And there's a ball that's taken inside. One ball, no strikes. Two gone. Runners at the corners in the pitch, and there's a called strike. And Gavin Sheets able to swipe second base without a throw. Padres have been putting a lot of pressure on the Atlanta Braves so far. One ball, one strike, already 63 pitches thrown by AJ. And the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss on that changeup that was not even close to being a strike. Now Scott's liking all my stuff on Twitter. I appreciate it, man. 1-2 pitch. Another swing and a miss. And AJ Smith-Shawver has that changeup going on. However, the Padres do tack on another run on an RBI double to make it 2-0 San Diego. Jason Hayward's still playing. Yeah, Yuli Gurriel is still playing. He's 40 years old. He had a pinch hit RBI single. But yeah, Jason Hayward, yes, still in the league. He still brings value. He's I know that he was supposed to be like the next big thing. But overall, when you look at his career, he has had a nice career. He really has. He won a World Series with the Cubs. He's won a Gold Glove 5 times. His defense has been incredible. And he's been very, he's become a good platoon type of a guy. We got 27 people tuning on in. My name is Jason Joseph. I go by JJ. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. We go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, but we're also doing Sunday Night Baseball this year. Trying to bring more of a baseball crowd in. And it's been fun so far. Updates on the Sixers. Chat, help me out. Help me out. Updates on the Sixers. Pelicans are down by 11 to the the Charlotte Hornets. New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, that's weird. Auburn did win against Michigan State. Wow. Broom at 25 and 14. That guy's good. That guy could actually have a nice NBA career if he's healthy. Angels did hang on to beat the White Sox 3-2. And the Diamondbacks held off the Cubs 10-6. The ball is one strike to Jurickson Profar. Top of the order due up for the Braves. 2-0 San Diego. The pitch, and that's downstairs. And the count is tied up at 1 apiece. Let's get 6 more subscribers, man. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. 25-23 Raptors. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pivetta comes set at the letters, gets the signs, and fires. And it's another curveball that's in the dirt. Profar had a 910 OPS last year at Petco Park, which was the second highest ever by any San Diego player. 2-2 pitch, bouncing ball, hit over towards the first base side. First baseman has it, throws over towards first base. What a play that was. That was not easy. Pivetta did cover the bag. First and foremost, Arise had to communicate with Cronenworth to try to field that ground ball. They almost ran right into each other. And, well, Arise was able to get over to it, and Pivetta hustled on over to first base and made it look so easy. Braves today 1 hit in just 3 innings. And Austin Riley is coming back up to the plate. That's going to go down as a 3-1 ground out. A sweeper thrown, and Riley says no thank you as it's outside. One 0 pitch. Line drive, foul ball. The pitch to Riley, way up high and inside, almost hit him. Brace yourself. Two 1 pitch. And, well, he got one right down the middle, but he was late, and he fouled it back. Nicholas Giancarlo Pivetta. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Tatis will come running on in over towards home plate. Then he'll make the grab out in right center. And there's out number 2. So yeah, his name is Nicholas Giancarlo, and it's not Giancarlo. It's actually John, John, and then Carlo, Carlo. So it's like 2 names as his middle name. Cheryl says, I have to leave. Everyone, make sure you subscribe. Cheryl, thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. Pitch to Olson. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. And Tatis Jr. tracks it down with these. Makes the grab. And another 1-2-3 inning for Nick Pivetta. Time to go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 2-0 San Diego. 9-1-2 due up in the batting order. Okay, good. Let's go. All right, chat. Chat, let me ask you this. We know who the best player in baseball is. Who's the second best player in baseball? Who's the second best player in baseball? Think about it. Maybe right now you can say Aaron Judge. And I obviously can see why. But who would you say is the second best? Do you really think it is Judge? Or would you say Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball and that Ohtani is the second best? I think it's like a very valid question. I do. Think about it. Georgia says Acuna when he's healthy. Acuna is the second best when he's healthy. Okay. That's fair, too. That's definitely fair, for sure. Playing or not? I'm just saying in general. In general. Who would you say is the second best player in baseball? Bottom of the fourth, 2-0, San Diego. Diaz in the box. And the pitch. And there's a ball called Alex. Thanks so much for the updates. 32-31 Raptors. Oh, I'm talking about like right now in the game. I'm talking about in the game. I thought that you meant like playing or not playing, meaning like are they on the injury? Are they hurt? Mantle, you think Mantle's the second best player of all time? That's another conversation. The pitch on the way, line drive, base hit, out to right field by Diaz. And he gets on with an opposite field single, and Tatis Jr. is in the box now. First pitch to Fernando. Low for ball one. It was a curveball. Toss back over to first base, not in time. One-oh pitch. And another swing and a miss. Acuna or Harris, as I love offers. You put him over. You put Acuna or you put Harris over Judge. One ball, one strike, and the pitch is down for ball two. What's up, Kevin? How are you? Two and one is the count to Fernando Tatis Jr. Continue to like and subscribe. Let's get more baseball fans on here. Please tell them about this channel. 2-1 pitch, ground ball. Backhanded stop by the third baseman. The throw over the second base. There's one to throw to first, and Tatis just beat it out. Nice play by Austin Riley. Really, he got his glove down. He backhanded it, threw its sidearm over the second base to Albies. And Albies almost threw out Tatis. Oof. It just beat it out. Some of these plays are really close. So that's a 5-4 fielder's choice. And now it's Arise who will try to rise up to the occasion here. And the pitch, and that's outside. You're tired? Wake up! Wake up, chat! Toss back over to first base, and Tatis Jr. dives back in there safely. Davis says, given this some thought, I'd go with Judge, too. I mean, how can you not go with him now? Because he's just been on a tear. Runner goes. 1-0 pitches outside. Throw over the second base by Trump. It is not in time. Tatis got a pretty good jump. And I was actually really surprised that he slid into second base. It was a bang-bang play. But Tatis in scoring position for the Padres. Able to get his right foot right on there. Oh, yes, definitely. Z's. Wake up. 2-0 pitch. Line drive. Played on the bounce, though, by Albies. He actually caught it. It was a sinking line drive, excuse me, but the inning does end, and that's the second time that Arise was able to hit the ball sharply, but he lined out. Lined out with the bases loaded his last time up, and he lines out the second base on a sinking line drive for out number 2. Sorry, that does not end the inning. I was not paying attention. Now it's Machado up to bat. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That changeup was way inside. And Machado was not patient at all. 1 bit. A 1 pitch to Machado. That wasn't as inside, but still is inside for a ball. Tristan Jari just picked up his first shutout of the season. Pitch to Machado. It's a little ground ball hit over towards third base. It was actually hit up there. And, well, Austin Riley has it, throws it on over to first, and there is out number 3. Sort of jammed him a little bit, and he sort of half swung at it. And, well, the inning is over. And we played 4 innings and head to the 5th. It's still 2-0 Padres. All right. Keep giving us updates on the Sixers. Appreciate that. The Hornets and the Pelicans, it's 52-43 at halftime. Sixers are in the second quarter. At halftime, what we're going to do is we're going to go say hi to Philly Take with RB. Alex, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. How long until the Phillies get shut out? I don't know. I don't even know. Who are you rooting for? Let us know down below. If you're rooting for San Diego or Atlanta, let us know. Let's look at the NHL scores. We'll do that now. Maple Leafs and Ducks are still scoreless. Canadians beat the Panthers 4-2. So Jari had his first shutout as the Penguins won 1-0. Carolina Hurricanes won against the Islanders 6-4. Sebastian Aho had 3 points. Seth Jarvis also had 2 goals. It's like the Cowgirls of the East. Nah, the Mets. The Mets are the Dallas. Yeah, it's not the. It's definitely the Mets. 1,000%. They are the Dallas Cowboys of our division. Longer rivalry, more historic. I-95. I mean, come on. 1 ball, no strikes to Marcell Ozuna. And the pitch, swing and a miss. One to one. And that's a little bit high for ball 2. The Braves to the Phillies is like, what's a good comparison? Chat, help me out here. The pitch, and there's another strike called. The Braves to the Phillies. The Braves-Phillies rivalry. What's it like? What's a good comparison? No, I understand. The pitch. There's another foul ball. Two. That's taken outside for ball 3. Three-two pitch. Foul ball back over towards the screen. What's a good comparison to the Phillies-Braves rivalry? Giants-Eagles? Maybe. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Ozuna strikes out. And there's out number 1. Maybe not recently. The Giants have become a laughingstock. Maybe historically speaking, sure. They're like the Commanders right now, except a little bit better. Braves shut out the Phillies 6-0 on July 7th of 2024. One ball, no strikes. Pitch to Albies, foul ball. We are 6 subscribers away from getting to 5,100. Keep them coming, baby. One pitch. There's a called strike. It's a curveball at 79 miles per hour. That was the last time the Phillies were shut out. The pitch to Albies. He pops it up towards the middle infield. And Bogarets gets underneath it. Calls off Machado. And makes the grab. When's the last time the Braves scored a run 2 nights ago? Two outs, top of the 5th inning. Pivetta will pitch to Harris, and Harris stares at a wicked curveball that had a lot of good movement to it. It's in there for a strike. A 1 delivery off the plate. Mike Schilt, now 56 years old. Previously managed and coached for the St. Louis Cardinals. The 1-1 is chopped foul. He was their manager from 2018 to 2021. Was actually a St. Louis coach from 2017 to 2018. Then was a coach for the Padres and became the manager in 2024. The pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, and the count's now 1-2. Snicker, on the other hand, 69 years old now. Was a World Series champion back in 2021. 1-2 delivery is chopped foul. Was actually a coach for the Braves in 1985. Then from 1988 to 1990. And then from 2007 to 2013. One-two pitch to Harris. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's carrying. It's going back over towards the track. And Merrill does have enough room and he'll make the catch. And the inning is over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Nick Pivetta. Then we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 2-0 Padres. Oof. You're going on Chris Sale bobblehead night. That's cool. Are there like any San Diego Padres content creators out there? Because I think that that's like a interesting market for baseball. There really should be other content creators for that because they're a very good team right now. They have a chance to compete with the Dodgers. West is actually a tough division with the Diamondbacks, the Padres, and the Dodgers. I don't know if it's as tough as the NL East with our three, but it's pretty close. Even though the Dodgers, I think, I think that personally speaking, I think that the Dodgers have the best talent by far, and they have the most depth. Question is, can they just put it all together? Six more subs, baby, till we get to 5,100. Again, if you are tuning on in for the very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't change that channel. We go live for Sunday Night Baseball. We do Phillies baseball, Eagles football, and 76ers basketball. I think that the Sunday Night Baseball is working out pretty good so far. Or do. The pitch. And there is a ball that's outside. During football season, I am still going to be doing Sunday Night Baseball. I know that people are going to ask, unless the Eagles are on. I am doing Sunday Night Baseball once the season starts. Pitch on the way, ground ball, backhanded by the first baseman, Olson. The throw over to first base is in time. Suarez is out there. That's Jose Suarez. What an athlete he is. He just made that play look so easy. He had to go cover the bag at first, and he hustled. It's a 3-1 ground out. So AJ's day is done. 2 earned runs, 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And Cronenworth will come on up to the plate. Cronenworth stares at a fastball right down the heart and soul for strike 1. Oh and 1 is the count, and the pitch outside. Tomorrow the Royals play the Brewers at 2:10. Red Sox play the Orioles at 2:35. And Phillies and Rockies get started at 3:05 for now. Next pitch. That's taken for a strike, so it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Suarez kicks and delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss at 94 miles per hour. And there is out number 2. They're saying that Logan Gilbert does have interest in staying with the Mariners over the long term. The pitch over to Xander Bogarts is downstairs for a ball. Bogan's 27 years old. 1-0 delivery. A changeup that swung on and missed. Last year he had a 3.23 ERA, went 208 innings, and struck out 220 batters. and only gave up 26 homers and 75 earned runs. He was up there in the Cy Young voting. Also an all-star. 2-1 pitch. And the changeup is in the dirt for ball 3. We are 6 subscribers away from getting the 5,100 subs. Three-one from Suarez, and there's a called strike. Not Ranger. Definitely not Ranger. This is a different Suarez. There's also Robert Suarez, who's the closer for the San Diego Padres. 3-2 from Suarez, and it was low, but it's a called strike 3, and Bogarets jumps up and down. He's not happy with the call from the home plate umpire. And, well, we go to the 6th inning. It's still 2-0 Padres. Okay. Why does it do this? This is Jose Suarez. Jose pitched for the Angels for 6 years. Thanks, I was just looking that up. Good pickup. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, no, you don't need to worry. You're good. Where's Sunday Night Baseball going to be next year with ESPN losing MLB rights? I don't have the answer to that. It's a good question, though. I like the idea of Sunday Night Baseball, though. I do. Every game is done during Sunday afternoon, and then you just have that one game. And this is me, the earlier start times are fine. I wasn't really bothered about that, but the one pet peeve I do have is and this is a get off my lawn type of a thing, I love 8 o'clock Sunday Night Baseball. I just do. Is that a little bit late, though, for other people? Maybe, but now, with the game being shorter, right, it probably end by 11. When it's 4 hours, I get it. Yes, you don't want to consistently go into 11:30, 12 o'clock. Heck no. But I like the 8 o'clock Sunday night games. The 7:05 start times for the Phillies, they really bug me. No, but I can understand from a night-to-night basis. Kind of get that. Oh, I'm thinking of the Padres closer. Oh, yeah, Robert Suarez. Yeah. The pitch. And that's high for ball 1. Orlando Arcia is in the box against 2-0 San Diego. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike at 91. That's a little bit inside. Not by much. Haven't really had time to look at the draft board in the NFL, to be honest with you. I've been so busy just doing all these other things. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch, and there's a foul ball. But, yeah, I haven't had time to look. 1-2 pitch, another foul ball. I'm not really a fan of the in-game interviews either. I think that they're a little bit cringy. Ask Manny Machado anything. I want him to play. I don't want him to be interviewed during the middle of a game. 1-2 pitch. And that is wide for ball 2. Larry says, wait, hold up. Larry, you don't like the weekend day games? Oh, that's what you want. 2-2, ground ball hit over towards shortstop, throw over to the first base is in time, and another 1-2-3 inning as Nick Pivetta has mowed down the Atlanta Braves. They were cutting to a replay. That was just the first out. What are we doing? Are we really that off? That was just the first out. We're good. We're fine. Kelenic is up, and he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Just losing track. There's a Philly fan out there in their City Connect uniform. That's interesting. Out in San Diego. The pitch, and there's a curveball that's outside. Maybe he didn't have another P jersey on, so he was like, you know what? This is the closest thing that I got. 2-0 pitch, and that one is popped up, and Kelenic throws the bat down. It's over towards the third base side in foul territory, and Machado does get there, and there's out number 2. Six more subscribers till we get to 5,100. I don't even like the coach interviews during the game. After is fine. Yeah. Spring training, I can understand, right? Look, you have the young guys out there. Summer league for the NBA, that's cool. Preseason for the NFL and for NHL, like, that's fine. 0-1 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Or like when you start off the fourth quarter in the NBA, that's cool. Or when you come out of an intermission, yeah, sure. Let them focus. 0-2 pitch, and a foul ball. Imagine if they did that on the ice with hockey players. Like they just give the mic to Brad Marchand as he's just going up and down the ice. That'd be so bad. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Trump strikes out as Pivetta goes up the ladder, and they cannot solve him today. Bottom of the 6th coming up, and San Diego leads it 2-0. Question, is the NFL offseason, draft free agency, etc., better than the MLB regular season? I'd say now. No. I would say no. If it was back in 2015, 2017, then yes. But not now. And the NFL offseason is really good, don't get me wrong. And the draft is very good. Is it better than the baseball regular season? Maybe I'm being biased, but no, I don't think so. I'll take regular season baseball any day. Unless it's the beginning of NFL free agency, then yes. Sure. It's a different thing. Like I don't think you can compare it. That's like comparing apples to oranges, in my opinion. You know, I can't really compare it. Is NFL free agency better than MLB free agency? Absolutely. Is the NFL draft better than the MLB draft? Yes. But the baseball draft is harder, in my opinion, because of all the minor league teams that are in place. And it's a lot longer. You can't even cover every day. The pitch, and there's a strike. I thought about it, but I wanted to process the question. I'll take the MLB regular season any day over NFL free agency, though. Because I love action. I love games. Gavin Sheets is up to bat. It's no balls, 2 strikes. It's 2-0 Padres. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Jose Suarez coming in with fire out of the gates. That's his 3rd strikeout in this game. We're in the bottom of the 6th. He came on in to relieve A.J. Smith's shawver in the last inning. All right, there's the picture of the different bats that the Yankees are using. Interesting. Someone says torpedo would here 907 feet. There's a changeup that's in the dirt for a ball. They say Hayward was up to bat. They got a pinch hitter now. It's Lockridge. The pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Oh, absolutely, Larry. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. 1-1 is a changeup that's in the dirt for ball 2. I agree with that. Is it better than the regular season, though? No. But it's been a huge talk. 2-1, swing and a miss. The pitch. Outside for ball 3. Oh, I forgot we were going to go raid RB after this. We're going to go say hi. 3-2 delivery, and that was a little bit low for ball 4. And Lockridge draws a pinch hit walk. Excuse me. That is really 907 feet where that guy's standing. That's insane. Pitch, and it's taken for... Actually, it was a throwback over to first. Suarez kicks and delivers and throws a changeup. Looked a little bit outside, but it's a strike. Oh, 1 off the plate for ball 1. Sixers are down by 14. That's good. Good. And the Hornets are playing the Pelicans 74-73. Keeping our eyes on that, too. 1-1 pitch, strike 2. And for the Flyers' sake, who do they need to lose in the Tankathon standings? They're pretty close. They're fourth worst. They're tied with actually the Boston Bruins, really? Wow. 1-2 pitch on the way. Foul ball. And Diaz does stay alive. Flyers have not yet technically been eliminated. One-two pitch, and there's a bouncer hit over towards shortstop. The throw to second, there's one. The throw to first in time for a 6-4-3 double play. And, well, we go to the top of the seventh. It's still 2-0 Padres. And they'll be right back. All right. I pay attention to the NFL all year. I'll tell you this. The second best free agency, whether you want to admit it or not, is still the NBA. Baseball, I think, overall, is neck and neck with the NBA right now in viewership. I do. Part of it's because baseball has become relevant again because of the times of these games. And the NBA, their problem is that a lot of players are getting paid so much money over there, but they're just taking us so many threes, and the stars, every single star gets hurt, and they don't play all the time. That's their issue. Too many threes and too many injuries. Like, name me one NBA player that has been healthy throughout this whole entire season. Like, one superstar. Maybe Shea. Giannis hasn't stayed healthy this whole year. Dame has not stayed healthy. Joel Embiid has not been healthy. Steph Curry, maybe. But Luka's been hurt. We can all see the NL East teams clearly except for the Phillies. You gotta change that. You're funny. I like it, but I can only see all the NL East teams except for the Phillies. The Nationals aren't there. But the Nationals are irrelevant. That's funny. I couldn't fit it all. But that is funny. The pitch, there's a curveball. To be fair, though, I am representing the Phillies. No balls, one strike. The pitch, and that's up high for a ball. SGA. Not many, is my point. One pitch. That's way up high for ball two. That's funny. Pivetta's still pitching. 77 pitches. And you guys think that the Phillies are having issues with plate discipline. Pitch, and there's a called strike. NBA free agency is even better than MLB free agency, but MLB game is better than the NBA game right now. College basketball is way better than the NBA. 2-2 pitch. There's a slow roller hit over towards shortstop. Bogarets throws it over to first, and it is in time. Now, Arise did go down. I think that he got tripped up on his foot or what. He needs help up. And he does get some help up from from Profar. I don't know if he tripped over the bag when he stepped on it or something, or what ended up happening. Oh, no. His left foot, or his right foot, collided with Profar's right foot collided with his right foot. They got tangled up a little bit. That's why I think that we need bigger bags, but that's just me. Because that kind of stuff does happen. Pitch to Riley, and that's off the plate. And high. Ouch. His right foot just got the back right of his heel. Line drive, sliding catch by Manny Machado. That was a beautiful play by arguably one of the best third basemen defensively in the game. He almost mistimed it. Imagine just having a rocket hit right at you. Comes Olson to the plate, and he grounds this one over towards the right side, scooped up by the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. Bottom of the seventh, it's still 2-0 Padres. And now let's go say hi to RB. Let's go say hi to Philly Take with RB. 1 second, I will go get you his link, and I will be right back. Okay, let's go say hi to Philly Take with RB. Philly Take with RB, where are you, my friend? Only 173 people watch. Dude, that's... Come on. We gotta give this guy some love. We do. Let's go give RB some love. Be right back. Tell him that play-by-play with JJ sent you. See you soon. MES is in sub mode only. That's weird. All right. Oh well. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 7th. And so Nick Pivetta's day is done. I mean, I know it's his first outing, but hasn't reached 100 pitches. So it's 2-0 Padres. And so we head to the bottom of the 7th. This game is flying by so far. Again, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. I want to try to do some more baseball this year and grow a baseball audience. I think that would be really awesome. So if you guys know other baseball fans, tell them that Play-by-Play with JJ is doing more baseball games. We're trying to... I don't really see a lot of other people doing just other regular baseball games on here, you know? Baseball's hard to cover, and I get it. Pitch, and there's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Suarez kicks, fires, and throws a slider that's in the dirt for a ball. In case you're just joining us, it's 2-0 Padres. They got an RBI double from Manny Machado in the first inning after Tatis got a check swing double down the first base line. Pretty sure I'm sub to RB, but just not a member. Well, it's not members only, it's subs only, so you probably... I don't know why, that's weird. 2-1, swing and a miss. I'm not even a member. Because you would see what you'd see, you know, the membership stickers next to their name. That's how you know that they're all members from whoever's commenting in the chat. It's getting late, JJ. Still going and going. Michael, we're doing it. We're doing it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's inside. We're doing it live! It never gets old. 3-2 pitch, and that's down for ball 4. And so Jose Suarez, allows a leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 7th. And so Tatis gets on. Baseball's the easiest sport for me to cover. I think it's the hardest to cover because it's every day. It's easy to cover one team, right? But like from a national perspective, like for football, you know, you got the Sunday night games. It's easier to follow the league in football. That's the easiest in my opinion. Baseball, it's hard because again, it's every day. It said members only. That's really weird. Toss back over to first, not in time. I believe you. Weird. 0-1 is the count to Arise. In the pitch, and Arise did think about showing bunt, but decided not to. Plus, baseball is played at different times. You know, like for football, you got like the 1 o'clock games on Sunday, or the 4:30s, maybe some 4 o'clock ones, and then the 8 o'clock games. Well, like with baseball, it's just different. You could be playing at 7:35 one night, and on the next night, it's a 1:05 afternoon game. That's hard to cover. Just that turnaround is quick. The pitch, and there's a pop-up hit out over towards right field, and it'll be caught for out number 1. Who do we play tomorrow? The Rockies. Play the Rockies. Sanchez is on the hill. He's facing German Marquez. Machado in the box in the pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards medium depth left center field. Who's going to get over to it? It's Arcia. Make the catch, the throw back over to first base. It was off the line, and Tatis, he was playing with fire on that. Now the link works. I can get into the chat. My bad. My bad. JJ, you got the trivia question teed up. I forgot about trivia. I didn't even do an on this day in baseball history today. If you want to ask it, though, go for it. Go for it. Here comes Cronenworth, and the pitch is down for a ball. We'll go radar B in a little bit. And someone grab me a Kyle Cutlet, please. I want to try that s'mores burrito. Everyone's talking about Kyle's cutlets, and it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Or let's go to a White Sox game and go get that cake shake. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, a runner on over at first. That's like a very good marketing strategy from them. The pitch on the way, line drive hit out over towards left field. That's actually going all the way over towards the wall. Rounding third is Tatis. He will score, and the Padres get another run on an RBI double by Jackson Merrill. It's 3-0 San Diego. Merrill took that thing for a ride out to left field. It actually went over the head of the left fielder, and it hit the very top of the wall. Don't bring up the cake shake again, please, JJ. We got to put him back in the penalty box. Wrong sport. Wrong sport. From first to home, he traveled 10.2, or that took him 10.22 seconds. That's, ESPN now has that too. I'd love to try one and keep the glass. It's a great way to market yourself when you have a team that is probably on the verge of getting 21 wins because they had 41 last year and 61 the year before that. I feel sorry for their fan base. I do. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cronenworth is in the box. Jackson Merrill. Mark this down. Maybe he'll finish in the top 5 of the MVP race. Maybe. There's a chance. That's what I'm saying. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cronenworth in the box. Yellow batting gloves. And Suarez steps off the mound. Try to look back at second base. 3-0 San Diego. What's up, Max? Drop that link down below, my friend. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And the Braves are coming back up to bat. They're down to their final 6 outs. And they have their meat and potatoes of the order due up. It's Ozuna, Albies, and Harris. No post-game show tonight. I'm not planning on doing that with the Sunday night baseball games. Tell you what looks good. That mac and cheese looks like it's to die for. All right, now let's try to go say hi to RB. Sorry about that. Now let's go say hi to RB.
Still do not think that the Grizzlies
Let's go.
should have gotten rid of Taylor Jenkins. I think that was absolutely stupid. But there was a scene the other day where Desmond Bain shoves Santi Aldama on the bench. Like, it looked like Taylor Jenkins just could not control the team anymore. And it's definitely not his.
Never heard of a possible NBA star coming from Rutgers. I mean, do you count Ron Harper Jr. as a star? Maybe not. That is cool. All right. Let's try to get him up to 200 likes. All right, Jason Adam is now going to come on in to pitch. Had a 1.95 ERA last year. He is a lights out pitcher. He's their setup guy, and then Robert Suarez is their closer. There we go. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch to Ozuna. And that's downstairs. It is a changeup. And the count is 3-0. There we go. Larry showed up. Nice. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch upstairs for ball 4. See you later. Tank. There we go. The pitch, and there's a strike called to Ozzy Albies. All right, we're in the top of the 8th. There's a runner on over at first. And the count is 0-1, and the next pitch to Albies, strike 2. It's a sweeper. See you over there with RB. Yes, sir. I just wanted to come say hi to my boy. You know? I had to come say hi to my boy. Like, man, I want to get this guy up to 200 likes. Come on, man. We got to do what we got to do to support each other. 0-2, and that's a changeup that's in the dirt for a ball. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Charge! 1 ball, 2 strikes. What's the case? 1-2 pitch. Oh, that was a strike. And it was called a ball. That was clearly a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Albies. Clear as day. And the next pitch is way inside for ball 3. Run, baby, run. Robo-umps now. Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. And Albie strikes out anyways. He did swing at ball 4. And there's the first out of the inning. JJ said to give you a like. Yes. Yes, Eagle Auto. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. Gotta support our fellow content creators, even during these difficult times. The pitch. That is way down low and inside. Almost nearly hit Harris. Harris today, 0 for 2. Braves are scared of the brooms. Speaking of brooms, how about that guy Broom today again? RB just threw a shout out to me? Oh, that's nice. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball knocked down by the pitcher. And it's barehanded by the third baseman. Throw over to first, and Harris did not beat it out. The throw made back over to second base. He's out. That's going to go down as a 1-5-3-4 double play. Wow. That was bizarre. And that's how the 8th inning ends, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. It kicked off of the pitcher's heel. Machado threw it over to first. Arias had a great play that was thrown over back to second base. Ozuna was dancing off the bag. And the shortstop covered it. So that's a 1-5-3-6 double play. But still. That's crazy. RB shouting you out over there. Well, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's my brother. You know? I love supporting them. Should have kept the challenge system from the spring. Well, that wasn't in the CBA. That wasn't a part of the collective bargaining agreement. It's not due till next year. That's why they couldn't add it in. Because that wasn't a part of the collective bargaining agreement. Now, I think that the CBA is up this year, and I am praying that they take the ghost runner away in the next CBA. Take that thing out of here. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. Get that you-know-what out of here. I just got done wishing someone a happy birthday, says Ken. Well, happy birthday to them. Seriously. RB just shouted me out. That's my guy. Love RB. Take what out? The Ghost Runner. Take that out of the CBA for next year. Let's go. Gotta take out the trash den, bro. That's a part of the trash. I agree. I hate the zombie runner. Yeah. Eagle Auto, thanks so much for supporting my guy, RB. Again, in difficult times like this, when there's no good team that's out there, it's hard. Denver says, I don't mind it. Oh, I do. I don't like it at all. I can understand if it's like the 15th inning. Sure, you don't want it to keep going on and on. But from an entertainment perspective, I don't like it. Because I like strategy, and I feel like you get rid of strategy by doing that. I was fine with them trying it at first and having it be a part of this CBA, but I really hope it doesn't stay. Ghost the Ghost Runner. Yeah, maybe, yes. Correct. But yes. And I understand like why they do it, because again, health, the bullpen arms, you don't have to use a starting pitcher, all that stuff. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Xander, and there's a swing and a miss. Hector Neris is pitching. Can't believe that he's still in the league. Speaking of another guy that was a former Philly. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's taken down for ball 2. But it does save your bullpen. Right. All right. Trivia from Larry. Padres have reached the World Series twice. Which years were they, and which opponents did they face? 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. Well, Neris. Hectic Hector. Do Philly fans miss him? Pitched pretty well for the Astros. 3-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. He also played for the Cubs. Now he's on the Padres. One was back in the 80s, says David. Payoff pitch. And that is flied out towards right field, drifting out of play, and it finds the seats. How are the Sixers doing? They are losing, right? Pelicans are down by 1 with 39.5 seconds left. That is a tankathon special. Pelicans just took the lead, actually, with 31 seconds left. Sixers are only down by 13. Oof, that sucks. Should we cover the rest of it after this is done? Pitch and it's taken down low for ball 4. I kind of want to see if they'll lose. The Phillies played the Tigers the year after the Phillies lost to the Orioles. I forget. I don't think that they made it back to the World Series that year. Oh, the Padres played the Tigers. Sorry. Robert Suarez warming up in the bullpen to pitch the top of the 9th. 1-0 pitch. That's outside. A little bit low for ball 2. I assume by the time this game is done, there's going to be like 5 minutes left in the Sixers game, so we'll just stay on to the very end. Two-0. That's smacked foul. Correct. Versus the Tigers in 1984 and the Yankees in 1998. Oh, I forgot they played the Yankees that year. That was Jeter's second year. That was Jeter's second year. That wasn't his rookie year. Jeter played for 18 years, right? He retired in 2014. JJ, give David his prize. Hold up. You got it, David. 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. Throw over the second base. That was off the line by Chadwick. And Arcia did make the catch. And Xander Bogarts in scoring position. This guy still runs. He does. I remember when Bogarts was a rookie for the Red Sox. 3 balls, 1 strike. Who was on that Padres team? I got Gwynn, right? Who was? Let's look at that '98 Padres team. You should see how the fantasy teams are doing, JJ. Well, there's a reason why I don't want to check. Because I'm getting slaughtered. 3-1 pitch. And there's a strike for Anthony's. Oy, oy. I will take a look at the fantasy teams, though. After every game, that's a very good idea. Because it's Sunday night. Yeah, that's a good idea. 3-2, and there's a pop-up hit out over towards the third base side. Riley says that he has it, and he does. And finally, out number 1 is recorded. 84 Tigers went wire to wire, first place all season, and swept the postseason, I think. All right, so who was on that Padres team back in 1998? 1998 roster. So they had Joey Hamilton. They had Carlos Hernandez, Wally Joyner, Tony Gwynn, of course. Steve Finley was on that team. How about Chris Gomez? Anybody remember him? Andy Ashby, Mark Kroon. Is that Matt Kroon's dad? The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. Trevor Hoffman, of course. Roberto Ramirez. That was a foul ball. Greg Vaughn. Eric Show, maybe. Show was not on that team. Kevin Brown was on that team. Brian Bowringer. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Line drive, foul ball. Matt Clement. Mike Clement. Ken Caminiti. Was he on that team too? No. Ken, I don't think, was on that team. Kevin Brown was, though. Don Wall. Ben Davis was on that team. He was catching. Ben Davis. Our own Ben Davis. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit down the right field line. The Padres are going to get another run home, and they now lead it 4-0 on the RBI double hit by Lockridge. 4-0. Wow, didn't know that. Yeah, he was. He played third base. Greg, Andy Sheets was on that team. Oh, yeah, you're right. Ken was on that team. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Ben Davis. Our own Ben Davis. I didn't know that either. The pitch. 5 doubles by 5 different players, by the way, for the Padres. The pitch is taken for a strike to Diaz. Kevin Brown had a nice career. He did. Let's look at the Yankees 1998 roster. That team was pretty good. Ryan Bradley, David Cone, Joe Girardi, Jorge Posada. He was a rookie too, wasn't he? Jeter, Homer Bush, Mike Lowell was on that team too. Pitch on the way, and that's going to get by the catcher. And going over to third base is Jackson. And it'll be 90 feet away. Andy Pettit, Mariano Rivera, Mike Stanton was on that team. David Wells. Bernie Williams. Darryl Strawberry. Tim Raines. That must have been the end of Darryl's career. I didn't realize he was in the league for that long. Paul O'Neill. The pitch. And there's another called strike 3. There's out number 2. Thought the Braves had a better team than this. Well, they're banged up. They're banged up. And now it's Tatis Jr. who comes up to the plate. Neris kicks and delivers. And that's low for a ball. A lot of names I don't remember on that Padres team. Not a powerhouse lineup compared to the 98 Yankees roster. That's a heck of a roster. The pitch, swing and a miss. Paul O'Neill. Chili Davis, Tim Raines. Jeff Nelson was even on that team. Wow. A line drive over the glove. It actually was knocked down by Riley. And it goes out to left field. Tatis will slide into second base. He's out, though. And Tatis says, let's review it. Nonetheless, though, it is an RBI single. An RBI base hit by Tatis to make it 5-0. The question is, was he out at second base? That sort of popped in and out of the glove of Austin Riley. He tried to leap up and make the catch. It deflected off of his glove. I don't know if he was out at second or not. It was a good throw nonetheless. Oh, yep, he's out. He is out. They are challenging it, though. Nope, they're not. Okay. Top of the ninth. 5-0, San Diego. '96-'98 Yankees, one of the greatest all-time teams. I beg to differ. The 2008 to 2007 to 2010 Phillies were a dynasty. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know. There's some good. Baseball's had some good ones. All right, let's look. How are the Sixers doing? Sixers are down by 17. Good. They're taking care of business. 108-91. Watch the end of that game. Pelicans did win. They beat the Hornets. Okay, take that for what it is. So that doesn't really help the Sixers in the Tankathon standings. Not real. I mean, it might. It may or may not. May or may not. Tomorrow the Nets play the Mavs at 8:30. Jazz play the Hornets tomorrow too. So I guess we need the Jazz or the Hornets to beat the Jazz. Maybe there's a chance we catch Charlotte. Huh. Maybe. '72 Phillies were the best. Y'all thought that the Sixers are bad. The pitch. There's a called strike. Jeremiah Estrada's going to pitch. I mean, the 2013-14 Sixers were awful. That actually might be like one of the worst all-time teams in Philadelphia history. Oh, 2 is the count. I mean, the Flyers have had some bad years too, but I don't remember the Flyers only getting 9 wins in a season. No balls, 2 strikes to Orlando Arcia. We start off the top of the 9th inning. Estrada's going to pitch. And the 0-2 is high for a ball. So they were warming up Suarez. And then they said, sit down because you got a 5-run lead to deal with. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Arcia. And the pitch to Orlando, foul ball. We are 6 subs away from 5,100. The pitch to Arcia, low and away for ball 2. Oh, Michael, were you here when I said when I did my Do It live? when I had my do it live moment, my dill moment, DIL. 2-2 pitch, and there's a called strike. 3 at the knees, and RC is down looking on strikes. 1 away in the top of the 9th inning. Boy, those hats look great. Pitch, swing, and a miss. Who was on that 77 Phillies team? Now I'm curious. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 9th inning. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. Sixers have 6:25 left in the 4th. Okay. O2 pitch, swing and a miss. Out number 2 from Estrada, his 2nd strikeout in a row. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. And Atlanta is down to their final out. And it'll be Brian De La Cruz who comes up to the plate. And time will be called. The Hawks have just put up 142 points against the Bucks. Maple Leafs have a 2-1 lead against the Ducks. Domi got his 8th goal. The pitch. And that's on the outside edge for strike 1. Sharks and Kings are on at 10 o'clock. They're on right after this. Really. No balls, 1 strike to De La Cruz. 1 second left on the pitch clock. And the pitch, swing and a miss. De La Cruz, a former Marlin, coming off the bench for Atlanta. The 0-2 delivery to De La Cruz. High. Hello, chat. But the pitch was high. And high. The 1-2 delivery to De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. And the San Diego Padres only give up 1 hit tonight against the Atlanta Braves. They shut them out in the final 2 games of the series, and they sweep them and start off the season 4-0. That's their second 4-0 start in franchise history. It's them and the Dodgers that have really just been cruising Major League Baseball in week 1. Wow. Crazy. That's wild. Nick Pivetta, former Philly, gets the job done for the San Diego Padres. And they didn't even have to go to Robert Suarez. The Braves were absolutely lifeless today. Tell you what, this Padres team is for real. Again, I know that it's early on, but they've made some nice moves in the offseason, and they could, I'm not saying that they're better than the Dodgers, but they really could rival them. They have a very good team, too. They do. Questions about what's going to happen to Dylan Cease before the deadline. All that stuff is valid. But that's the game. This was fun. Thanks, JJ, Larry, and the Freaks. Yep. All right. That was great. That was a fun game to do. Thanks for kicking it back with me. Good job, JJ. See you Wednesday. See you Wednesday. Yep. I'll be back on Monday. But I will see you Wednesday. Sounds good. If that's when I'm going to see you next. All right. Well, I'm going to stay on, and I'm just going to watch the rest of this Tankathon game. I'm not even going to call it. We're just going to watch the rest of it. I'm just going to wait till they lose. Where is sportscoresbot.com? I ain't even going to call it. I just want to see them lose. Okay. Wrong one. Padres are going to be in the race all season. Yeah. They're a pretty good team. They do. They're resilient. They have a lot of fight. That Jackson Merrill is a star. He is. He's a star. And that's a homegrown guy that they got. He has a lot of talent. Cronenworth's good. This team has a very good team. This probably, to be honest with you, this might actually be like their best roster that they've ever had. If you think about their history. This really is a team. I know that Juan Soto's not here anymore and that they don't have Blake Snell, but this team does have a very good roster. Maybe it's not. Maybe 2 years ago's roster was probably the best. But, yeah. It's up there. It's pretty good. All right. This is not in halftime. It's 123-101. Sixers just called for time. I think they're going to lose this game. I ain't even going to do it. I want to go eat. Spend some time with the family. I have other things I could be doing. All right, good night, everybody. All right. Actually, you know what I will do? I will do this. How many people do we still have left tuning on in? How many people are still tuning on in here? We got 16 people. Okay, what I'll do is this. Okay, let's re-customize. Sometimes sports can be weird. Sometimes you're rooting for your team to lose. Yeah. That's weird. It is odd. What I'll do is I'll go over to customize here. Redirect. I'm going to redirect people over to Philly Take with RB. I'll do that now. Where is he? Philly Take with RB. No. Yeah, there he is. He's right there. Redirect privileges needed. Ask Philly Take with RB for that. Okay, never mind. I'll redirect y'all to Philly halftime then. Alright, I'll make the save. And now you can all go see him. Alright, love you all. Lila Tov, good night. See you all tomorrow afternoon for the Phillies. Alright, cool.